Greetings once again. I want to address a topic here, and it's a topic that really gets to my emotions. The destruction of the black Nubian queen. Now, look, I believe that the woman is man's goddess, God's greatest creation. Now, I'm not a racist, but I want to single out the black woman because she's the one that's being attacked. She's the one that went through all the terror, and she's going through the bad man, and she's going through the mental issues and the physical abuse and all. So I want to address a specific group of women, and I label this message the Nubian Queen, just to give you a little background on Nubia. Nubia is where a lot of civilization really came from, in the land they now call Africa. The Nubian civilization is where this woman that I am addressing originates from. Really, a lot of people originate from there, but actually don't know it. We really don't have a lot of history on Nubia or even Ethiopia. We have more on Egypt, but not on the Nubia or the Cushites or the Nubians, because a lot of that history was lost. So I'm addressing that woman, what you call now the black woman in America, who's been tortured, who's going through a lot of bad relationships, who's been taken. You know what? You can say anything about a black woman. You can rape her. Ask Anita Hill and ask Tawana Brawley and the Duke Lacrosse ladies who got raped. You can do anything to a black woman and ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Why? Because the black man ain't gonna stand up for you. Society's not going. The law's not going to stand up for you. No one's going to stand up for her. And look, a lot of you ask, why does she walk around with an attitude? Look, that's why. Because that goes on. She's been forced into that. She's been forced to raising a family by herself. She's been forced to take on responsibility. She's been forced to be an independent person. That's why they got to have an attitude. Some of them, I say. That's why some of them have a chip on you. Because they're tired of the nonsense. Now look, I'm not trying to cash up enough. Again, I'm addressing a specific woman who's torn down. Now, we have a gymnast that fits this category. 16-year-old, young, beautiful, brilliant smile, Gabby Douglas, who won the gold medal, and she won 2 gold medals, actually, the team, and she won the all-around. And the woman didn't get the young lady didn't get the gold medal around her neck. When I hear crabs talking about her. All this woman went through and the achievement, and somebody talking about her hair? Come on, please. You got to be kidding me. You're talking about her hair just because she ain't like one of you gorillas? And I need to address this gorilla or monkey at it. Yeah, I'm talking about you. The ones that are the ones that are crabs in the barrel, the ones that are always put the so-called black woman down. I'm talking about you gorillas. Hey? What you want is you want a woman like Nicki Minaj or Beyonce, someone to dress like a hoe, someone to act like trash. That's what you want. That's what society wants. Because society likes it, and they know the whoremonger likes it. But see, a woman of integrity, someone who should be a role model, even at 16, came up the hard way, worked hard, is diligent, is dedicated, stayed away from the boys, stayed away from the trouble, kept clean, and on the biggest stage that you can imagine in gymnastics, she performed and won the gold medal. There's no one that can be prouder than that woman, that young girl, than I am, even her mother. I am so proud of her, because that is the virtue that women should adore, and not Nicki Minaj or Beyonce. You say, why you call them trash? Why you call them whore? Look, if I take a gold necklace and throw it in my trash and put it out in the dumpster, you know what that gold necklace is? It's trash, because I put it with the regular trash. So if you act like trash, you talk like trash, and you dress like trash, guess what you're called? Trash. You're trashy whores. Unless you repent. Look, they are beautiful women. Look, let me not get misunderstood. They're a beautiful woman, but when they represent themselves like trash, that's what they get labeled. You act like a duck, talk like a duck, that's a duck. They call you a duck if you act like that. You walk like a whore, you talk like a whore, they call you a whore. The whorish woman. And look, the Bible gets into the strange woman. But no, this woman of integrity, this woman that went out and should be on the Wheaties box and the cornflake boxes and all this kind of, this woman should be looked up to as, look, say you can, not just for gymnastics, but someone who put their mind to someone who fought through all the negative attitudes and negative connotations, the racism, and fought through all that and persevered on the big stage. Now look, I don't know her personally, but I'm looking at what she did and what she accomplished. It's a beautiful thing, and it's something that should be looked up to. Venus and Serena, there's some other ones too. There's some ones that have performed, even though Serena and Venus, they get into some lewd, whorish dressing also, but I'm talking about their accomplishments on the court. And we should look up to that. Don't pull each other down, and you monkeys and you stink-faced women that want to pull her down and talk about her hair just because you think you too cute to get your hair sweaty, or you can't wear your hair natural, or you got to have your wig on and you got to put a mop on your head, and you talk about this young woman, beautiful woman. And I hear some of you monkeys, some of you gorillas over there talking about, oh, she not beautiful, look at this and look at her forehead and all that. See, that's your problem. You're always tearing somebody down and you don't recognize the beauty in your sister. You know what? When you look at your so-called black sister and you put her down, you know what you're doing? You're looking at the female version of you and saying it's ugly. All you men, I don't like a woman, she too dark or she too this. You're looking at you and say you don't like you. That's the problem. You still got that self-hate in you, and that's why you look at a woman like that, or you look at Venus and Serena and say, oh, she look like a man, or saying that because you don't like yourself. A lot of you got problems. You don't like it. You don't like your hair. You don't like your own self. You don't like what God created. Look, sister, you are beautiful. And look, if nobody else tell you, let Brother Spencer tell you. I'm a well-known critic. You're beautiful. Don't let any... Look, if a heathen don't like you and he's short-sighted, brush him off. Because look, he's wasting your time anyway. You want someone with integrity and honor. And most men, so-called black men out there, don't have honor. So if they talk bad about you, don't get mad. They're not worth your time. They're not on your level. Let them stay there. Society's going to throw a lot at you, black woman, but look, don't be destroyed. Don't give up hope. Trust in God. Learn the word. Learn the virtue of a woman. Don't follow after these trashy Beyonce-like women. Oprah Winfrey's another one. Don't follow after these people just because of money. They'll do anything for money. You know what a woman that sells her body for money is called? A whore. And you know who chases after that type of woman? A whoremonger. And you know what? In the book of Revelation, it said all of them, adulterers, you whoremongers, and you whores, are going to be cast into the lake of fire that burns. You know what a person of honor does? A person of honor stands out from the crowd. Not like you monkey see, monkey do, so-called black men. Everything that they do and they throw out there, y'all want to do the same thing. Somebody do a stupid dance like the Superman, y'all doing the same. You know what? I'm tired of some of y'all out there. Because y'all foolish. And all y'all is copycats. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. Say the same way. Yo, what's up? What's up? Hey. Won't y'all think for yourself? Be an entrepreneur. Do something. Have a mind. Stop copying off of people. Be your own self. Stop pulling other people down. Learn to have honor. Something you stink-faced young people don't have is honor. You haven't been taught. Some of you need to be taken out in the woodshed, and you need a paddle put to your behind. That's what you need a paddle put to some of you old ones too. You know, there's two things that I go into a store and I still won't buy because of the memories. I won't buy cigarettes because I never liked them, never liked the taste of them, never liked the smell. I never buy cigarettes. And I never buy extension cord. You know why I never buy extension cord? Because that extension cord has psychological effect on me, because I got the extension cord when I did bad. No, I did bad. I wasn't abused. I did bad. And I got that extension cord. I remember that. And that's what some of you need, because you don't fear anything. You don't fear anything. And until you go to jail and some man taking your behind, then you fear. But until then, all you do is sit around, do nothing. You don't want to work, and complain about everybody else and try to tear each other down. Let me go into scriptures before I get too upset here. Let's go into Proverbs 31. This is to you young women, the Nubians. We got to build back up the Nubians, and the foundation, the start, must come from the man. The man has to, look, stop complaining about women. Stop tearing them down. Stop telling them how pathetic they are. But you're the one pathetic, really. Stop talking about they all bad and all that. The reason why some of them mixed up is because of you, man. If you take the lead, if you stood in the forefront, if you act like a man and stop acting like a homo, then she will respect you. A woman wants to follow. She wants to be led by a man that can lead. That's attractive. A man that stands up and can take the forefront and lead. But you men ain't leaders. You don't want to do anything to lead. You want to follow. You want to follow after everything somebody else. Kobe Bryant come out with $200 sneaker. You want to buy it. Sean John come out. You don't know. You don't know what it's made out, but you want to buy it. Why? Because you're followers. You're following. You just the same thing produced over and over and over again. The same. You can go around the corner and you can find the same old nigga. I mean, black man wherever you go, doing the same thing. You go in South Carolina, you find the same thing. You go in Chicago, you find the same thing. You go in New York, you find it. You go in Philadelphia, you find the same thing. Y'all doing the same thing. Let's get into this. Proverbs 31. And the verse is, I believe I want to start at, let me see where I want to start. Proverbs 31. The wise man Solomon getting advice from his mother, we believe. I want to start at verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? They're out there. Sometimes you got to dig and you got to bring it out. And there's some virtue in the, and look, Nubian woman, black woman, whatever you want to call yourself, African, you're beautiful. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your mother say. I don't care what your friends say. You're beautiful, and don't let nobody tell you any different. You find the beauty. Bring out the virtue that's in you. You have it. You just got to show it. Who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is far above rubies. Now look, all this that he's going to describe in this has nothing to do with the outer beauty that you want to, let the world wants to symbolize. The hair and the nails and all the false junk. And we're going to go to the Proverbs 7 and we're going to see the contrast. Verse 11, the heart of her husband doth safely trust her. She trustworthy, that's internal. So that she shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hand. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She rises up. She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household and a portion of the meat. That's a virtuous woman. You keep reading that. It's a virtuous woman. Read the book of Ruth. Read the book of Esther. Read about Elizabeth. Read about Jochebed. These virtuous women that we have the foundation of. And see how they were first shamefacedness, fearing God, godly fearing, submissive. Read about these women. Now let's get the contrast. The Beyonce type. This is the one that you follow. Proverbs 7. And I want to start at verse 4. Now this is the whore woman. This is the Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, what's her name? Paris Hilton type. Lady Gaga type. All I want to put them all in there. This is the one that the whoremonger follows after her. See? You stay away from the whoremonger, and man, you stay away from the whores, because they ain't no good for you. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and all understanding thy kinsmen, that they may keep thee from the strange woman. That's the whorish woman. From the stranger which flattereth with her words. A lot of fast talkers. Be skeptical of the fast. And women, you be skeptical of a man who's good with words, who got game. Look, you say you don't want to play games, but you're looking for somebody who got good game, who's good with his word. Be careful of that person who's good or got the gift of gab, because he's going to talk his way right into your panties and then talk his way right out. The first thing he say when you get pregnant, it ain't mine. I ain't do it. I had a rubber. Liar. Verse 6. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones. I discerned among them use, a young man void of understanding. The dumb man, the simple man, big butt and a smile. That's all I need. All I need, a girl, light skin, big titties, big behind. See, you're stupid. You're just setting yourself up for a trap. You don't know what she like. She can be trifling. She can stink, whatever. And all you looking at is her body parts. Might don't know how to cook, don't know how to do nothing. Don't want to work, lazy, but you still like her because she got a big butt and a smile. Passing through the streets near her corner. That's where she hang out, on the corner. And he went the way to her house. Verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black of the night, and beheld, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot. Now, that's translated dressing like a hoe. And subtle of heart. She is loud, stubborn, like Beyonce. You ever hear some of the noise that they make? And you say that's good singing. Beyonce and Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj sound like a rusty nail getting hit on. It's screeching. How does she make money? I don't understand it. Now Beyonce, she sound like she gargling. But you like that. Look, some of her songs some of her songs might sound good because she gets the #1 song because she's the hottest thing out there, and they write the best songs for her and give her the best beat. But I mean, if you were ever afforded a chance to listen to her naked voice, you'll say, "What in the world am I listening? That girl can't sing. She sounds terrible. She got a nerve to sing somebody's song like Etta James, a woman that can really sing, someone that can blow." And some Beyonce and the Obama, that pimp Obama gonna have Beyonce singing her song with Etta James while she was still alive. She could have sung that song. What's wrong with you? That's another sermon on that president you call Barack Obama, who you think is your buddy, but he isn't. She's loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now, let me close this out. I think I got the message on, but look. Men, it starts with you. Stop putting the blame on this is that and all women ain't no good and all that. Men, pull up your bootstrap, get a job, get yourself together, and learn how to build back up the woman and build up a household. Because it starts with you. You get your act together, the household will be together. Get back into your life of your kids, the family. Build them up. Stop calling women bees and hoes. Start treating them with honor and respect. She's the mother. A woman brought you into life. And this is the way to do it. Let me go to the Bible. Let's go to 1 Timothy 5 and verse 17. And you learn how now to treat women. Once you get into your mind, stop looking at women as hoes or just looking at them as body parts. Look at them with beauty and honor and respect. Now look, you have relations in your house with females, and hopefully you have good relationship with most men, black men especially, love their mother. That's the start. But look, and they love their grandma. But let's get into the scriptures and let's see how this all fits in. Now this is for the church, but this is the model, and the church is built up of the family, so the family should have this structure too. And you should have this natural affection to these women in your life. Let the elder that rule well be counted worthy of double honor. This is an older person in the church. Should be counted of double honor. Now, that's the context of what I'm talking about. You treat those older women with respect. You treat them with honor. You put them on a pedestal. And don't tear them down. Let's go up and let's get some more of this scripture. Let's go up from the beginning. Let's get 1 Timothy 5. And I'm going to close this out. Rebuke not an elder. Again, this is an older person or a mature person. Rebuke not an elder, or be careful before you correct somebody that's older than you. You're young, so you don't know a lot. You don't know. They got old from somewhere, but being wiser somehow. But treat them as a father. This is how you treat the older men. But look, I want the women and the younger men as brethren, as your brother. Now, do you love your brother? Now, some of you hate your brother. But I'm talking about the natural affection of somebody to love you. Look, me and my brother can fight or argue. But look, you better not fight with him because that's still my brother. That's still my cousin. I don't care what kind of we have going on. That's still my kin. Now, the elder woman as a mother. You start looking at every woman that look like you as your mother. Look, you might hate her, you might not hate her, but you might come in or have an argument with her. You might not like this about her or the way she talk, but still, you treat her and give her respect as a mother. Look, some of them might do some bad things, some might have an attitude, but still, once you first present, no matter what they act like, you still present yourself to them with honor, and you always show them respect. Yes, ma'am. Yes, please. May I? The same respect you should have him. This is what we got to restore. Man. When I grew up, it was this way, but now we're out of control. People talking back to elders like they know something. And that's why you young baby boys is out of control. The younger sisters, not as hoes, but the younger as sisters, with all purity. That's not what's sexual in your mind. Now look, you treat the woman around your age as sisters. Stop looking at them as bees and hoes. The ones that's acting like trash and dressing like that, you show them in the shame of them, but you show them. Look, when they come on with something nice in mind, you say, "Hey, that's a nice, modest dress you have on. Oh, I like that. That's beautiful." They come in with the natural. Don't say, "Oh, well, you look like you from Africa or you a gent." That's ignorant talk. That's slave talk. Say you have some beautiful hair. You have some beautiful hair. See, I got beautiful nappy hair, nappy chest, nappy chin, and it's beautiful. Why? Because God made it. And now if you got straight hair, you like the beauty in you. But look, I've learned to love myself, and I don't care what you say or what anybody say. You write and call. Matter of fact, you can call me. I'll give you my number, 267-312-0184. I'll debate you on this. The woman in her natural, in her natural state is beautiful. And don't let nobody tell you any different. Man, it begins with you. Start bringing these women up. Building these women up. And we can rebuild the Nubian queen, your brother Spencer, once again.